Welcome to this short video covering the effect of regulations on the adoption of bioplastics. China has taken unilateral action against the use of single-use plastics in its 14th five-year plan. This includes major steps aimed at reducing plastic waste. By 2025, most single-use plastic products will have production, distribution, and consumption prohibited. This includes thin plastic bags, PE agricultural mulch, plastic table waste, and non-biodegradable plastic bags. Additionally, plastic express packaging and plastic tape will be restricted. This has had a big impact on the bioplastics market in various ways. Firstly, there has been a big recent increase in the production of these biopolymers within Chinese factories, with large expansions having been carried out and many more planned. This is likely to have a downstream impact on lawmaking in other jurisdictions by inspiring similar legislation elsewhere. However, the exact response to this may be a cautious one in order to see the true impact that this will have. Unintended consequences are important to consider here, as questions remain about facilities for industrial composting. If much of this waste is simply redirected to landfill, then the problem of plastic waste will not be solved, as biodegradation cannot occur once plastic is buried in landfill. Stakeholders navigating the regulatory landscape of bioplastics face several key challenges. One of the most significant is the variation in regulations across different regions. Companies need to ensure their products meet standards of each relevant jurisdiction. Changes in regulations within major markets, such as in the EU, USA, or China, can also have widespread effects. For instance, if China ceases to produce polyolefin-based single-use packaging for export, many regions may be forced to adopt biodegradable alternatives currently popular in China. Another challenge is the rapid evolution of regulations in the bioplastics sector, which is still in its early stages. While future regulatory changes are expected to favour bioplastics, other sustainable options such as recycling may create confusion. It might take time before a strong consensus is reached. Inconsistent definitions and standards for measurement and reporting add complexity. Whether bioplastics are exempt from recycled content targets and how biodegradable plastics are classified will significantly impact adoption. Not all biodegradable plastics may meet the criteria set by various jurisdictions. Regulations could also influence the cost of plastics. For example, taxes on non-bioplastics or incentives for bio-based alternatives might drive shift in demand. Similarly, investments in recycling and composting infrastructure will play a crucial role. Governments that support advanced recycling technologies could make recycled plastics more competitive, while those investing in composting facilities might encourage greater use of biodegradable plastics. Finally, extended producer responsibility (EPR) laws, particularly in the US, present challenges. Different states have implemented varying EPR packaging laws, making it difficult for companies to comply across multiple regions. A unified federal policy could help streamline this process, especially with regards to bioplastics. How will this affect the bioplastics market? As discussed, one of the main impacts of these regulatory changes that we've seen is the increase in focus on biodegradable plastics such as PLA. This is reflected in the forecast that IDTechX has made for the bioplastics market over the next decade, which sees total annual production capacity increasing from 3.6 megatons per annum to 11.6 megatons per annum in the year 2035. The picture is not the same for every polymer. Within the report, IDTechX covers projects within China and across the world, including capacities, plans for expansion, polymers that are being worked on, and technologies involved.